Hello, good morning. I just would like to report on the launch of the WISeKey NFT in cooperation with Jean-Claude Viver and Hublot that was announced and has received a huge coverage in the international press. So we launched this as a first ever premiere on how can we take a luxury watch and create an NFT with its image and sell the NFT, not the watch, only the NFT, and create a relation between the physical object and the virtual object. So as you can see from the NASDAQ, we're virtually at the NASDAQ. Times Square Tower, this was launched in New York, together with many other places around the world. The auction is still going on until the end of the month. We are expecting to really make a case on how the luxury industry and particularly the watch industry can benefit from this amazing technology. So just to give you a background why WISeKey is doing that versus somebody else doing that and why that was a world premiere is because WISeKey has been in the last 10 years working with very luxury manufacturers, watch manufacturers like Hublot, like Bulgari, like others, in protecting their watches using a strong authentication and digital identity. So we have been inserting microchips that we produce inside watches or with the smart cards that go together with the watch and the synchronized through NFC technology with the watch as a way to ensure that every watch is unique and you cannot counterfeit the watch. Switzerland produces something like 25 million luxury watches per year, but we get something like 250, 300 million copies of those watches. And sometimes the quality of the copy is so good and it's actually very hard for the consumer to make the difference. So we need to add at the watch level something that is impossible to duplicate, is impossible to copy, and this is what WISeKey does. WISeKey does that for many other complex projects like e-voting on the internet, citizen's identity card. So all this technology then secures your biometric passport or your credit cards is actually done by companies like WISeKey. And now we are just using that same technology and expanding into the virtual world by securing the NFT. NFT is a non-fungible token, so this is the digital twin of a product, and sometimes do not have relation with the physical one. That means that can be 100% created digitally. But even in that case, you need to have a digital identity and a digital signature on the NFT. So not only the NFT is recorded in the blockchain, which makes the NFT unique and cannot be duplicated, but in plus, you have a relation with the original. So like a proof of provenance or proof of authentication and relation to the original. Otherwise, you can copy the NFT from one vendor placement to another and keep selling the NFT endlessly without the possibility of protecting the individual. So that is the problem we solve in this auction, and there are many others coming which are in line with that technology. The auction as well allows us to develop new models. So there are cases on where, for instance, the designer will not want to develop a physical object, a watch or jewelry. They just want to stay on the digital world. There is a new tendency in the internet, which is a lot of people don't feel anymore the need to own a physical object. They're happy to own just the digital object because the digital object is less pollution oriented of the physical one. You don't need to, use materials like gold, like diamonds, like leather to produce a watch, which in some minds might see this is not sustainable. The world needs to be clean world, and we have to work all together to maintain a sustainable future. So in that case, why always the need to create a physical object? Some people would like to stay on the virtual one, and that's fine too, because when we design a watch, when a designer designs a watch, actually it starts with a design. It is a piece of paper, some cases, where they design and they create a new watch, and that goes later to the manufacturing team, then they produce the physical. But this could go directly to the digital team, and the digital team can then use the original design and create a very sophisticated holographic image of the watch that will spin off in the middle of your house because you are the buyer of the NFT. So we could imagine that scenario too, and actually we are working already with brands on that scenario. Then you create only the virtual image, and that virtual image NFT will give you the right, if you wish, to actually produce one only exclusive object. So that will be for collectors. Then they will buy the NFT, and the NFT will have the smart contract embedded that allows that person, in cooperation obviously with the brand, to create one object. So the applications are endless. Imagine a very famous architect that will design and copyright a house of the future, and that house of the future will be an NFT and will be sold by an NFT. And once you buy the NFT, you will have the right to construct the house according to that design. Or imagine a WISeKey will want to develop new generation of semiconductors, and the design of the semiconductor, which actually is the same process, is a manual process at the beginning, will be available on NFT, and a person buying the NFT will have the right with the company to manufacture the semiconductor. So the possibilities are endless. It is really, and I think this is the breakthrough that everybody needs to understand, that it is the convergence between the Internet 2 or Internet 3, is the convergence between the virtual world with the physical world. And that convergence is open endless possibility of business and international cooperation on that subject. It also empowers the designer community, because designers are not being properly showcased in the past. You know, normally it's the manufacturing company then buys a very good design to design the next generation iPhone, let's say. But the focus has been on the manufacturing. This is going to empower designers. Designers are going to be now in the driving seat, as they can impose with their design the possibility of selling their NFT first, and with that, giving the right to produce a next generation object. WISeKey has developed WISeArt. So all this is part of a very big trial that we are conducting with different industries: art, jewelry, real estate. We are even entering into semiconductor design NFTs. And all that is going to converge into a platform that we will be releasing in May, and where people with amazing ideas can join and work with us in creating next generation NFTs. And this will also include a cryptocurrency that will be announced in due time, where all the trade of that platform, of that WISeKey NFT platform, will be done through our own cryptocurrency. So it's a very interesting combination of cybersecurity, IoT, NFT, platform on the blockchain, and crypto assets, all of them turning around what I think is the final winning model here, which is to create, as I have been saying on the press, the Amazon of NFT. Amazon is basically sales product. This platform will sell NFTs, but those NFTs will have the right to convert into product. So I would like to thank you for your attention. We'll be disclosing more information as we move forward on this amazing technology. I just wanted to give you an update where we are and why we believe this is such an important milestone for the company. Thank you very much. All the best.